Appearance on Dion's Daily Dose does not imply endorsement from or by any candidate or guest. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by Dion Bergeron or Dion's Daily Dose are his own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of any guest. Material and information presented is for general information purposes only. The Dion's Daily Dose name in all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owners, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service. If you'd like to support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dion's Daily Dose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dion's Daily Dose for Friday, August 21st, 2020, obviously. Today was a long day. I didn't even get a chance to shave again for my video, so I apologize for that. Got a little scruff going on. I got a couple of things done today, though. I did get hashtag Dion for Indiana graphic on the back of the truck. Got that done. That took a long time. It is not perfect. It's not 100%. It is very close, as close as I could reasonably get it. I spent a lot of time lining it up, making sure that everything was as close as possible to perfect. Anyway, I actually thought that I had that picture, but I don't. But let me tell you what I do have. I do have a lot of things to say today about the DNC convention. And wow, first of all, just wow. Let me show you what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. I have, I think, done a pretty good job throughout my months and months now of doing this podcast, show, whatever you want to call it. I think I've done a pretty good job of trying to present you with reasonable, unbiased for the most part, opinions on things, and just in general showing you kind of what's going on. I'm going to show you something that I don't know if a lot of people have noticed. And before I show you this, let me just say that I saw this first post that I'm going to share with you on Facebook, right? And I was like, okay, before I immediately hit share, I looked up to make sure that what I was seeing was possible. Let me show you what I mean. I saw this post. Let's get this here. Yep. So I saw this post on Facebook, and it said, watching the DNC last night, I noticed their logo. Now, where have I seen that uneven star before? Hiding in plain sight, right? Now, I saw this, and I'm like, wait a minute. Is that actually their logo? So I did. I Googled the 2020 Democratic National Convention. And sure enough, yes, upper right-hand corner here, it is this kind of sideways weird star. Is it? I don't know. So again, I look at this. The left side is accurate. Yes, that is the logo. Now, this in and of itself, nothing, right? Maybe. But now you take the fact that they also removed under God from various pledges that they were doing, and you take the two together. Look, we have religious freedom in this country. You can be whatever religion you want. You can practice whatever religion you want. But we have seen symbology in a great many things these days. A huge amount of symbology that just really, really mind-blowing. If you look up the symbols that the FBI identified as being related to pedophilia, you'll see that Hollywood is rife with these symbols. They are just all over. In Disney, in many of the top music producers are all just rife with these symbols. It is frankly very, very disturbing. But there's more that I want to show you. To quote Kevin McCarthy, uh, Democrats just spent 4 days in a convention, and I don't know one thing that is on their agenda except they dislike this president and they're going to raise your taxes. He's not wrong. I will admit I did not spend all 4 days watching the DNC convention. I didn't. I have seen some excerpts, and the only things that I keep seeing over and over and over are Trump bad, right? Trump bad. We got to get rid of Trump. Get rid of Trump. Get rid of Trump. Get rid of Trump. So, okay, all right. One more thing that I want to show you, and that is, let me make sure that I can get to this. Yep. Let me show you something that has been kind of, I won't even say leaked. They're pretty proud about it, right? CNN's Van Jones actually on CNN said this. Let me share the screen here so you can see it. Quote, and we were prepared for it to be a terrible speech. As long as he didn't embarrass himself, we were going to come out here and praise it. This is what the liberal media will be doing tonight, tomorrow, in the foreseeable future. If we click on this, right? Here is him talking. Let me turn that up for you. Put the microphone over here. Hopefully you can hear it.
And we were prepared for it to be a terrible speech. As long as he didn't embarrass himself, we were going to come out here and praise it. You don't have to make nothing up tonight.
He says, as long as he wasn't going to embarrass, as long as he didn't embarrass himself, we were going to come out here and praise it. They don't even pretend anymore, ladies and gentlemen. That it's not even a pretense. It's not even a, oh, this is a fantastic this or this is a wonderful that. It is straight up, we were absolutely going to come out and say how wonderful Joe was, as long as he didn't embarrass himself. My question is, how many takes? How many, a lot of these are pre-recorded. These weren't live, obviously. They've even admitted as such. How long did they prep him for this? How long did it take for him to be able to make it all the way through the speech? How many splices? I don't know. Like I said, I didn't spend a whole lot of time looking at it. What I do know is that I, as a regular, average American dad, am sick and tired of the media trying to play us, trying to pretend like we are dumb, because we are seeing it over and over and over. I got one more thing that I want to show you real quick, in case you didn't see it. My son, he is a huge fan of the extra gene, right? And as such, when he was told that you needed to wear a mask, this was Donovan's answer. This is at Al's. Now, let me be very clear. He's had this mask for a little while, the gas mask. He has had it for before this pandemic, but this idea of masking up, as he says, if we're going to be afraid of a virus, then I should be able to utilize something that actually protects me instead of a piece of cloth. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I agree with him, and as such, I was like, hey, let me get a picture real quick to share with the guys and gals out there so they can see what real precautions look like. If we are dealing with a killer pandemic, then that an approved NBC filter, nuclear biological chemical filter, should be what you utilize, right? If you're that afraid. He wears it as a statement, and he has had a number of of people give him thumbs up. He's had a number of people that go, what is he wearing? it runs the gamut. What we haven't seen is anyone say you shouldn't wear that, or you should do this, or you should do that. Which good. If you want to wear a mask, whether it's cloth, waste, filter, NBC, knock yourself out. You should absolutely do so. I just am. I'm tired of being told we can and cannot do, and it's very frustrating to see the media covering for a candidate whose entire platform is how far can we go to the left and how much can we hate Donald Trump. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm not gonna make this very long today. There's, like I said, it was a long day. Got some stuff done, but I'll tell you this: Middle America has had enough. Middle America done with this defund the police and villainize them and hate them. I defend our police. I have family who are police officers. I have friends who are police officers, and I stand with them. Are there issues? Absolutely. But we're not going to solve anything until we can sit down and have a reasonable discussion without people screaming, because that's what we've come to. We can't even have a reasonable discussion. I've talked about that before. Again, keeping it short tonight. I would ask you, though, to really look at the DNC's logo, that D, the star. Does it mean something else? Quite possible. I don't know. I didn't look into what it was supposed to mean, but I did see that, and I'm like, oh, let me double check first and make sure that that's actually what it is. And it's the logo. If you're going to put logos out there, you have to be prepared for people to make inferences about what they mean. That, in conjunction with the removal of "Under God" from the pledge, the two going hand in hand are not a good look. They're just not. There are also many people who have an issue with Kamala Harris's track record as AG, as a prosecutor, and some of these people were people that she locked up and kept from being able to get out when she had that power. This is the person that the radical left wants to push forward a new agenda. I don't know. I will tell you, we recently heard, just kind of wrap up, we recently heard from Goodyear, who is walking back the entire thing and now saying that the CEO was like, let's clear some things up. All of a sudden, now it's okay to wear back the blue and stuff like that. I think it's damage control. I think it's pure damage control, because these things were allowed. Generally speaking, a company like Goodyear doesn't allow training programs to be shown to their employees until they reach, until they get approved. And look, regardless of the entirety of it, I will tell you that the first message that came out did not look good for them. Did not look good. And I've had people ask, say, do you think it's appropriate for the president to interject on matters like this, for him to say something? And my response is, why not? I'm less concerned about the political stuff, because according to Goodyear, it's from both sides, right? But when you start saying, for example, that you can wear a shirt that says this, change one word, and all of a sudden you can't wear it, right? Like, you can wear this, but you can't wear a Blue Lives Matter, or something, you can't promote law enforcement. That starts to cross a line. There may even be legal ramifications there. I don't know. I am not an attorney, despite what News Dispatch called me. I don't know. That's for other people than me to decide. I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing, I don't have a problem with it, though. Like I said to the person, I said, corporate decisions such as who to back, whether you want to get involved in the woke generation with certain political statements or ideals, if you want to get involved in that, then someone calling attention to it, I don't have a problem with it. Like, just as a completely hypothetical, let's say a company that sells whatever, planes, right? Company sells planes. They endorse Biden. Well, then shouldn't President Trump be able to say, hey, don't buy planes from them, they're endorsing Biden? I would think so. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Just like, let's bear in mind that there are people who make it their lives work to attack those that they believe have donated to President Trump. The My Pillow guy, right? The Goya Foods. They appear at the White House, and all of a sudden they are under fire. You know, we have to stop being the party of nice. And I'm all for being nice. Anyone who's met me knows I tend to be kind of nice. But we have to be the party of, we have to stop being the party of super nice and start being the party of, you can say it nicely, but we have got to get a backbone. We have got to start standing up and saying, that's ridiculous, right? It's silly. Enough with the cancel culture. People, do what you want. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of things. The difference between the left and the right is the right doesn't like what you're doing. They just won't participate. The left, they don't like what you're doing. They're going to cancel you. No one's allowed to do it ever. You know, there are various memes out there to that effect, and they're accurate, right? The left will boycott and banish and censor. The right's like, just don't bring it around me, right? And we could go into a much deeper dive, but like I said, I'm going to wrap it up. So thank you very much for joining me. We got some guests coming up. I'm actually going to be on a show next week. I'll get the info for you so I can share it and you can tune in and check it out. I don't know much about it. I'll be honest. I got the invite today. I said, yeah, I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's a character assassination program. No, I don't think so, because they have conservatives on. So, but who knows? I'm okay either way. I am prepared to discuss, no matter which side of the political aisle you're on. That's one thing that I try to facilitate communication because I think it's important. That's where we're at, right? That. So, thank you very, very much for joining me tonight, and go out, enjoy your Friday night. There was the Spike Cohen thing out in, I think, Highland, Gary, today. I was going to go to that, but I just wasn't able to make it, just to hear what he had to say, right? But I did. Well, we'll cover that later. There are a couple of things that make it difficult for me to take him seriously. It is what it is. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. God bless you. God bless.
If you'd like to support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dion's Daily Dose. This has been Dion's Daily Dose, hosted by Dion Bergeron. Executive producers Sean Holgram and Michael Beebe. Copyright 2020. Dion's Daily Dose. All rights reserved.